Hello, and welcome. I have sad news for you, and that is that I played one single game of this, without you. And in that game, I was eating dinner. And I was just like kind of moving around, not really paying attention. And I'm on New Game Plus now or New Game Plus 2 now, because we actually won New Game Plus 1 off camera. Yeah, I know. I'm a bad man. So now I don't know what to do for you, but I'm gonna play the Illusionist. We're gonna try. we're gonna win New Game Plus 2 now. We can build a longer snake and do more synergies. And honestly, I'd love to go back down that Conjurer route, and the Swarmer route with critters and stuff. So, we'll see if this is fun. So what is this? I shoot a projectile. What? Oh my god, I don't know if I like this. This is terrifying. What? Does that attack? Do they hit my illusions? Or do they go until what is this Illusionist? I've never had the Illusionist before. I'm shocked. I guess I'm taking some vagrants here because I can't afford a Psykeeper, but I got really confused. Maybe, I don't know, is the Illusionist going to be on his own now so it won't be so confusing? Yeah, okay. So now I have an actual Sneck, so it's not as bad. Yeah, and he just bumped off. I was wondering if they were going to kill the illusions, but no, they just hang out. Like, I like this. I've never done illusion-y stuff. So, very fun. Looking forward to some synergies, because sorcerers, their synergy when they team up multiple, they double attack or double attack more often. So then we'll be throwing out even more illusions at the same time, and as it levels up, I'm sure it'll do more damage. So that's a pretty interesting way. But it's also a Conjurer. So with the Conjurer bonus, spawned things remain out on the field for longer, 50% longer, I think, maybe 25 then 50. So getting a little bit of the Hunter, I could level up to a level 2 Vagrant, not worried about it. The Hunter gets me 25% more summon damage and duration. Doubles the number of copies created, and they release 12 projectiles on death is the level 3 mirror image. That is amazing. I can't believe how many Vagrants I was offered. I'm not interested in really going down the Vagrant path, but I will take a level 2 Vagrant. If it means just like kind of keeping everything together for the start of the game and then pivoting out of it later. Having some level 2s sometimes of any kind can do a lot more work for you than having level 1s that are on brand, as it were, giving you class bonuses. Pew, pew, pew. And again, if you're new here, don't worry. We're a snake. We have to survive 25 levels of driving around. This is me. I'm Sneck. Tag yourself as one of the baddies. I'm Sneck, and I'm trying to survive, and we're doing it by putting together a snake made up of units that have different abilities. So the Illusionist was the one I wasn't used to, that is spawning itself and shooting other things. The other two I have shoot basically just normal shots with a chance of doing other things. Don't worry about it. But if you play multiple of the same types of units, you get more and more stuff. So I want to go Hive, but I don't want to force it, because critters are something we're not doing yet, and vulnerability is just plain good. It's all enemies take 20% more damage. Like, I think we have to start with that just in case we don't go down the Infestor route, but we were just offered an Infestor, so like I'm pretty PO'd. So the Infestor, I think it's a cursor, and what it does is it curses units, and if they die, they create critters. And critters are not the same as the links of my snake, my units of the snake. The critters are actually, yeah, see, there they are, the little critters they're called. Those are the critters, those little corn puffs. And they go and attack, but they have more health and attacks if I had gotten that critter relic. And it wasn't even the critter relic +1, it was critter +2. So that's what made me pretty sad not to have taken it. Silence and Arcanist are good because they are sorcerers, so that'll make good things. And I'll take Magician just for fun. If we can save up 5 gold, increments of 5 gold up to 25, we can make additional money from interest. But when you have the ability to make such a long snake, you don't necessarily have to do it, but like just playing it safe versus getting 1 gold from selling all my units. Because I could have sold the Yellow Warrior. I could have sold the 2 Vagrants I have that are the yellow unit. And I could have even not bought the Mage. But I would have still needed to sell a 5th thing to make money. And I didn't really see one that I didn't want to pick up. So now we have the opportunity for another Magician, another Infestor. I think we want to get the Infestor. Whenever you buy multiples of the same unit, if ever you get 3 of the same kind, they level up, which is what they're trying to show you with these little pips. Now here, for instance, I have 4 gold. I'm happy to sell the Warrior to go to 5 gold. I'm actually thinking about buying the Jester, though, which is tricky. Ranger, Warrior. I do have multiple Rangers, right? Because I have this Hunter guy. Sorcerer, Cursor, Sorcerer, Mage. I guess the Mage is actually doing the least for me, but if I sell him, it doesn't give me enough. I could sell the Mage and the Vagrant. All this to buy a Psyker that, like, doesn't... I already have the Curse bonus, so... whatever. Nah, just in case I can go Cursors, I will do it. It puts me back on the Vagrant building, but I'm not that interested in the Vagrant, other than, sure, there's a minor Hunter bonus if I, like, want to get the Hunter bonus. But, like, again, like, that Hunter bonus like I'm talking about, holy crap, that was some great cursing. Lots of things came out of that. Oh! Got close to the elite there, and it hurt. I don't want to build Hunters, is what I was trying to tell you, because they're just... The Hunter bonus isn't even that strong, and the Hunters I have aren't strong because they're Hunters. They're strong because they give more. So here's a chance for that critter health, which I am absolutely stoked that we got the option to get it again. Here's another Vagrant. That's fine. Don't really care. Spellblade is also fine. Sage. I'll grab the Sage just because it brings us to an even $10. And Sage is fine. But then we won't grab anything else. We have good Sneck. Doing good Sneck things. Okay, we got a bunch of curses. The problem is that our damage is so low that it takes a little bit to kill the unit and get the benefit from having cursed the enemy. But now that we have critters on the board, it's a little bit less tricky. And I was hoping that with the Jester, because he curses enemies, and when they die, they spawn knives that go in different directions. You can see those red things hitting the walls and spinning. I was hoping that things would be more likely to all die at once. Like getting cursed, one of them dies, and then the knives shoot out and hurts everything else, and then everything dies. But it's not quite happening like that. We just lost... I think we lost my favorite unit here, which is our Illusionist. But it didn't last very long. What we should do is, since the front of the snake is a little bit more vulnerable, maybe put our Vagrant on the front here. A Corruptor is different than an Infestor. What's you do? Curses 8 nearby enemies for 6 seconds. They will release 2 critters on death. Whereas you says spawns 3 critters if the Corruptor kills an enemy. And he's a Ranger. Okay, I didn't realize the Corruptor was a Ranger. That's interesting. So, I don't have enough money left for a Bane, but I could get rid of this Arcanist, and then we get a Bane. And now I have 4 Cursors? Which isn't what I expected to be doing. 50% curse duration. And we still have 15 bucks, which means we get more money. And I have a ranger synergy, so rangers have a chance to release a barrage. Release a barrage on attack to allied rangers. I don't really know what that means. Release a barrage on attack to allied rangers. That could mean something like when allied rangers are attacked, release a barrage. It could mean that allied rangers have a chance when they hit things to release a barrage. Look at all these critters we got. Hey-oh. That's a lot of critters. We never got another illusionist, sadly. One thing is, though, I haven't talked about it yet in this episode, but there's a shop, and you can upgrade the shop by spending money. Oh, we're going to lose some things here. It's got a little too hot. That orange thing is a little bit too strong if you let it charge you. And upgrading the shop allows you, is what I was talking about a second ago. Upgrading the shop allows you to get higher tier units more often, but then you have lower tier units less often. So usually you want to upgrade as many units as you can in the lower tiers to at least level 2, but hopefully level 3, and then go up the levels and start getting your higher tier units leveled up faster and faster. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. So Bane, Beastmaster is a swarmer. He's not a great swarmer though, to be honest. He spawns 2 critters if he crits, and right now he has no way to crit. So I'm not gonna worry about him. And we're just gonna go to the next run. We don't have 25 bucks. But I can't buy you. We haven't gotten a single level 2 unit yet, and the only one that would have been level 2 that we could have gotten is Vagrant. So like it's a tricky spot. We're actually going into a hard wave. Every third wave I think is harder. So we have to work a little bit hard. And these white things are just gonna murder us. Like hit them. Just it's worth running into them to. Oh my God! There's so many of them. We're just gonna die. Like they're so strong. I can't dodge them. Like, what was I supposed to do? That sucks. Well, we're gonna try our darndest. Now that we're down to 1 unit that can't heal, it can shoot me. The white thing's gonna kill me, man. Like, I don't know what to... How far into this episode? You know what? We're gonna go again, because people might have seen the video length, and they think, oh, that's a loss, and we're just gonna keep going. Archer, Miner, whatever. Well, let's go. I'm sorry, guys. Like, that would have been such a great run, but on New Game Plus 2, they just spawned some dirty tricks on you, man. The first round, they just don't have enough health, these enemies, to really kill you, so you can just contact them. Oh man, that makes me sad. Let's start on a mage build, I guess. Keep our little miner on the front. If we have an opportunity to go for mercenaries, which is these little orange guys, we'll take it. But whoa, that was a huge AoE. Was that the Elementor? I think it was. I'm gonna let him do it again. Very cool. And then we'll just run into the enemies. So the New Game Plus that I won, I actually won it with a miner. Not in the final round, but building up to the game, I had a miner. And I basically just made lots of gold because I actually got the whole synergy with the mercenaries and stuff, and it was pretty great. I don't want to go Mage Nukers. I want to do the run we were just trying to do. So I'm going to go Illusionist, Sage, Arcanist here. And we're going to shift back into what we just failed to do properly. And I think the reason we failed to do it is exactly what I said before going into that mission, was I had too many units. Too many units that were just level 1. I did not get a single level 2. And as much as I want to take ownership of my own mistakes, because I'm a very bad man, I genuinely don't think that anything that we were looking for was offered to us to the degree that we could buy it multiple times. I can take ownership in that I should have noticed, hey, I have 20 something dollars. I can spend that money to re-roll the shop. Something I didn't do last time at all, because if you can get away with it and be greedy, then you can just not have to do it. But basically you can spend money to see the opportunity to buy more units. The problem is that is a fleeting thing, right? You don't get to keep a re-roll. You just see a new shop of people that disappears the next time you re-roll or end around. So I try not to do it, but it's difficult. Spawning, none of this is interesting right now. I mean, other than the critter health, but it's not even that great. All knives, enemies are slower. Just do enemies are slower. That's like one of the best ones, honestly. And now again, look, we'll grab everything. So we have the most opportunities to buy a level 2 as soon as possible. We didn't get a chance for another merchant, which is too bad. I keep calling them merchant. They're actually called mercenaries. Merchant just happens to be the level 2 unit that I'm looking for. It's doesn't even do an in-combat effect. Uh-oh. It just does it so every extra $10 you have, in addition to the basic interest you normally get for every 5, every 10 gives you one more. And as far as I'm aware, that's not limited by the cap of 25 or 5 instances or anything like that. So so now we have a level 2, and I could get $5 of income here. Or I could get the Squire. Plus 20% damage and defense to all allies. Like, I don't give the enchanters enough credit, I don't think. Or at least every time I say, I want to go enchanters, I never get offered enough of the enchanters to really make it make sense to chase. So higher attack speed and more damage for my units seems great. We still have like a summoning bonus, or no, rather we have one person that does summoning, so that bonus would work with the illusionist. There's a couple of combos we could build into here. We're not really set in stone, and I think that's why that first item we took, being them being slower, is fine. Wizard. And then I'll buy these, but is there a $2 unit that I'm not sold on? I could always say save the miner, but not save, but sell. But sell the miner. You know what? Sure, I'll sell the miner and the vagrant. That way we get a little bit of income coming in. We're going to a level 6 elite round, but I think that we're strong enough with what we have that we don't need the vagrant. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Please keep it moving. There we go. Hell yeah. Keep it going. Ooh, the sage really bailed us out there. The sage spawns that little purple black hole that pulls them in, so. Look at all these illusionist things. Once he gets started, he's pretty good. Pretty great. Projectiles that chain. I don't like any of these. Hitting the walls is a third. You know what? Whatever. We'll be Wall Lord here. And we'll take the Urser, so he combos with the miner I just sold, but whatever. He gives people debt, I think. Yo. Now the problem with bumping on the walls is that, like, it is random, but also... Oh, that's where it's at. If you can time it just right so you get all those bounces. See, it's easy to get into this trap. Oh, you just killed one of my units. Yo, Wall Lord. Just let it ride, right? Now I'm like, oh, I wish I was the I wish I was the faster Sneck. We're losing units though, sadly. I almost feel like you need a healer just because, like, with the white guys that shoot you and like the ones that explode, like, there's a lot of nastiness out there in the world. Fairy gives me Enchanter. Periodically heals one unit at random and grants it 100% attack speed. Okay. What else do I not care about? I'm not really big on the nukers right now, but the wizard's good. And the sage is also good. So, like, I guess I am big on the nukers. I have a healer now. Cool. I have so many freaking bonuses. Can't just grab this Beastmaster, can I? No. Sorcerer, Conjure. I think I don't care about the Vagrant. I don't like the Vagrant. I really don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. I'm not a big Ranger guy. Maybe next game we'll do Ranger strats. But the AoEs from the other units seems to always just be better. And, like, more like units that can control the enemy. Oh, there's a white over there. Good thing he died. Now, we have to get on the whites that spawn, right? Like, oh, and the orange. See that orange there in the bottom left? We actually were better off running into the baddies, because if the orange charges up for his charge and hits you, you're in trouble. Now there's a white up here, closing in so he can't shoot. There's a white in the corner. Don't know what to do about the white in the corner right now. What am I doing? I gave up on my wall strats. There we go. Oh, this freaking whitey, man. I'm telling you, they're devastating. Shoot him. Yo, okay. The red guy, the Beast Lord, shot a shot. Squire? Hunter. People like Hunter, right? Enchanters, I like you. Sorcerer, Conjurer. I mean, dude, it's a Conjurer, Forcer. Yeah, let's get rid of Wizard. It's fine. Hunter. And honestly, I'll get a reroll in here. And get another reroll. What do you... I wanted to go Swarmers, but I guess it's just not this day, man. I'm trying to force a run that's not happening. Excuse me, I keep running into coughing issues here. The two ways I see this going are really either going to be Bane for that cursing voiding, but I don't really think I care about the cursing, because this curse length is already indefinite, and the damage over time to allied voiders, like, that's okay. But let's get the Juggernaut. Let's just put a guy Juggernaut on the front. We have a snake of 9. Alright, well. Yo! Something happened there. That was the Juggernaut, I think. He did a big force push. Oh, God! I don't know if these wall strats are as effective as I want them to be. There's a white over there on our right. Come on, somebody shoot! Oh, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. The whites are so devastating. I think I lost on round 9 last time. I said it was a hard round if we didn't have enough level 2s. I'm starting to feel that again. And I did do rerolls this time. Alright, there are whites over there. Let's, I don't know, stay away. Oh, but the sage is locking it in. Oh, I thought they couldn't shoot because they were in the sage thing. I guess I lose. This is so bad. Like, this is... We are not in a good place. Okay, run, 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 run! No. Well, that's a heartbreaking run. It's a heartbreaking 2-run, man. New Game Plus 2 is killing me. It's whooping my butt. So look forward to some more short SneckX ready videos. I'm having a blast doing them, but like, you guys just miss all the times that my careful planning works out and I win the runs. So it makes me feel pretty inadequate, but at the same time, I'd rather publish a video where I do poorly than not publish a video at all. And you know, it's all for fun around here. So hope you enjoyed. I sure did. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.